one of our major sponsors.
Hey!
Three of us were there that day, that morning in early December 2 years ago. But the campaign, I have to say, didn't really get going until we brought Sam on board. A lot of the preparatory work has been done, it's right to say, but we all bring something different to this crew, and that's the reason that I've been under absolutely no illusion that we will make it across the Atlantic. Dave, well, he's the detail man. Beeks is the face of the operation. And Sam is the energy that drove us forward in our moment of need last year. I'd like to say thanks to each and every one of you guys for being there to help me achieve this dream. I think it's a dream for all of us. I think. I've made a lot of jokes along the way about me hijacking you in a pub and suggested that we row the Atlantic as you tuck into a steak and you couldn't say no. It's blackmailing you because I had cancer. But I like to think that it's a shared dream and we're going to make it a reality. So guys, thank you very much. Well done. Thanks for all your hard work, because it's been a long and hard road, and I wouldn't have been able to do it alone.
Thank you, mate.
So those of you who don't exactly know what we're talking about, this has been going on for 2 years. We're rowing the Atlantic. We're leaving on the 12th of December from the Canary Islands. It's going to take us about 45 days. We're rowing in a boat that's about 30 feet long, battling waves daily on around about 20 feet high. We're completely self-supporting. We take all of our own food. We make our water. We have to be self-sufficient. If someone has an illness, if someone hurts themselves, we have to be able to fix that on the boat. If the boat breaks, we have to be able to fix it. And we've got all the skills and the materials on board to do that. 45 days later, we hope, we will arrive in Antigua in time for the England versus West Indies Test match. God willing. And it's been as hard as that sounds, it's been a hard road so far, as I've already alluded to. We've lost a couple of crew members. We've gained a couple of crew members. We've had a fantastic crew for 4 years. We've gained a Belgian, which in these days of European uncertainty is phenomenal. What an achievement. If only we were going to have Brexit Day when we were on the boat, we'd like to make him walk the plank or something. But he's been a fantastic addition. Guy came on board in September, and he's a fantastic man. He's brought a lot of experience. He's done as much training as we have. He's had different problems. He's also overcome them, and it makes our team that little bit stronger. On top of the physical challenge that faces us, and the psychological challenge of being alone in the Atlantic for 45 days, there or thereabouts, we have also had to raise a lot of money. This has cost a huge amount as a project. Around about £100,000, Seeks? Yeah, give or take £100,000. So who would have thought you'd be so blasé? I certainly wouldn't have thought I would be that blasé about that song this time last year. But yeah, we've got all of you people to thank for that. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for donating and sponsoring us. On top of that, we've raised £35,000 for charity so far. I'm pretty happy with that so far, but there's still a lot more to go. We'll make some money from selling the boats, but we still need to make a bit more whilst we're rowing the Atlantic, and that is going to spur us on, absolutely. The thought that every mile we do, every social media post we put up might bring a little bit more money in for our charities is really spurring us on at this stage. And we've got two fantastic charities that we're doing this for. Bowel Cancer UK. Their stated aim is to ensure that by 2050, no one in the UK dies of bowel cancer. And to me, that is a phenomenal aim to have. It's achievable as well, because in South Korea, no one dies of bowel cancer. 0% of people. People who are diagnosed in time, they're treated in time, and they don't die of it. And that is Bowel Cancer's aim, to Bowel Cancer UK's aim, to make sure that people understand what the symptoms are, make sure they're diagnosed in time, and they're treated so that people can live a normal life. And combat stress. Dave, Beeks and I have all served in the army. We've all been to Afghanistan. We've all served with people who we know have suffered from the difficulties of their service. So the things they've seen out there, or the things they've had to do, or the continual stress that they face at the hands of an enemy that's not dressed in uniform. But combat stress don't just support servicemen who've done that. They also support servicemen who struggle because of the stress of the job. People who struggle because of the stress of the job in barracks as much as in war. They don't discriminate as to whether you've got a medal on your chest or not. It's a fantastic charity. They do a lot to help people with psychological illness through support groups, through activities, and through one-to-one psychiatric assistance. So they're two really worthy charities. Why am I saying this now? Because that's the reason we're going across the Atlantic, guys, to raise money, to raise awareness for these charities. And the one thing that I would like you to take away from tonight, other than having had a jolly good night and being able to say, oh, I met those guys who are in the Atlantic, they're awesome. And we are awesome. We know. Thank you, Dave. The one thing I'd like you to take away from tonight is repost our posts. We have gone to a lot of expense to be able to send social media content back from the Atlantic. Photos and videos we hope we'll be able to get back every day. So please, when you see those posts, repost them and make sure that your friends see the stuff that we're doing out there and the reasons we're doing it, they understand that, and make sure that your friends donate to our charities. And hopefully we'll raise that £250,000.
Yep, we'll do it. Yep.
Okay, I won't take up too much more of your time, but there are a few very, very important thank yous I would like to make. First of all, I'd like to thank the bar staff. I don't know why you're laughing. They're the most important people here. So thank you. I'd like to thank our sponsors. We've got Lisa from Max Technology down here, and Alistair and Marianne from Ramsbury. Sadly had to leave before. But we like companies like these who've got behind our cause. We couldn't do this. These guys are PR Clothing because they're our gold partners. They've given us fantastic support, not just financially, but also helping us with dealing with difficult boat builders and electricians, and giving us advice into how you might tackle something that is maritime, because let me tell you, none of us had a clue. So we are phenomenally grateful to our sponsors at Ramsbury and at Max Technology for what they've done. So thank you, Lisa.
Yes.
Thank you, Alistair and Marianne. I mean, God.
Yeah.
We also ran a very successful 250 club. So the 250 club was, you put £250 in the pot, we put a logo on our website and on the boat, and then we pull out a name and we see who wins. What did the winner get? They get better sponsorship coverage, and they get 2 flights returned to Antigua. And we didn't think of that before we promised it, but we will live up to that. So we drew that a week and a half ago. Matt from the Wanted Arms won that, and so I'd like to say congratulations to him.
Thank you.
But more than that, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who joined the 250 Club and took part in that, because we wouldn't be able to do this without you. So thank you, and give yourselves a round of applause.
Yay!
I don't half know how to drone on. I know, I'm sorry.
You got 45 days to go ahead. Yeah. 45 days.
Finally, no, not finally. We also had another competition that was running since around about May last year. That was Name the Boat. A lot of you put names into the top. A lot of them came out as Boatface. A lot of them came out a lot worse than that. So
they got disregarded.
After some careful censoring, and it wasn't too careful. We had a good number to choose from. It was randomised to an extent. We chose 5 names, and the one that we most liked from that was Auriga.
Nice.
Did you want to do a drum roll?
No, I was going to do from 5 up.
All right, one down then. One down.
All right, okay.
In second place.
The winner was Auriga.
Again. Way!
Our boat will be named Auriga after a constellation which is appropriately a chariot drawn by 4 horses. So we thought that was pretty appropriate, but now we've got 5. Anyway. It's a
nearly
fabulous
there.
name. She's a beautiful boat. We also liked another one, and that was Bobby's Tea Room. So Bobby's Tea Room was named after Sam's sister Bobby, who raised a lot of money on a tea and cake day for the Men of War. So we only thought it proper to name one of the cabins Bobby's Tea Room.
Yeah! Whoa! That's nice.
we will be having tea and cake in there.
Yeah!
Finally, and most importantly, I'd like to say thank you to those people who have been there with us throughout all of this. Ever since we ever started dreaming of it, they've had to endure not just our late nights on our laptops, when they're wanting to go to sleep and they can't, not just a load of road gear dumped in their houses, not just missing their other halves for days at a time because we're out rowing, and I know the next couple of months isn't going to be easy for you girls either, but I'd like to say thank you to our other halves for being so understanding, and for the support that we've had throughout this, because we absolutely couldn't do it without you girls. And I know that doesn't just go. That doesn't just go for you girls, but it also goes for all of our family and friends actually. So I know you're all going to be worrying about us. You've all had to dig out at some point. So I suppose it would only be right to raise a toast to the girls, but also our families and friends too. So, ladies, thank you very much. Friends and family, thank you for coming. Thank you for showing your support. And thanks for all the support yet to come.